That was quite the little adventure we went on. Mm-hmm.
We finally made it.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
yeah! There's no way you can complain about how this tastes!
This one's tough!
On guard! Searing flame!
You require
Void Flash!
Here I go!
Wind! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here's a healing art!
Is that
In
a
a
healing
bind?
art? It is. I can't ignore your pain.
Taking too much damage!
Can you take it?
Eat them! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I'll smash you!
Do it!
Hey! Blow them away!
Will this help? On guard!
Tempest!
Wind!
Healing circle!
Void Flash!
Power
Do
surge
it!
through me.
Ridwell! Frozen!
Hammer! Can't handle me, can you?
I'm
Leave
on
these
my
smelling
way!
to me.
Yeah! And pummeling to me!
This one's mine!
I'm not done!
Bloody
Healing circle!
Now,
Lightning!
Severing
Death
Wind!
bomb!
Strike!
Tiger blade! Here I go!
Void Flash!
Run field!
Dragon Swarm!
Tiger blade!
Severing Wind!
Here!
Void Flash!
Switch to offense!
Take this!
Blood here!
Severing Wind!
I'm ready!
To the floor!
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Water! Hear my soul! Hear my heart!
You're mine!
Feels so good!
Strike!
Go in!
Mega ray!
Naked ray!
Tiger blade!
Law! I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Eat them!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Free blazer!
Severing Wind!
Down!
Void Flash!
Seven Eye Ultra!
No, I'm ready!
Yohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Severing Wind!
Reload!
Here goes!
Dragon Swarm!
Piercing roar! Naked ray!
Frozen!
Hammer!
Grant me the strength to march on!
I never miss!
Torn up!
I'll smash you!
I'll heal you all!
I got you!
Healing circle!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Here I go! Here's the
Severing Wind! You're mine!
How about
Try
this?
harder!
Walking.
I couldn't make it
Severing
in
Wind!
time.
Stardust!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Not today!
Resuscitate!
Take this!
Will this help?
Strike! Stardust!
Blind you with a shot!
Healing circle!
Elusive deity!
You're mine!
Pierce evil!
To be sealed!
I'll end this with my own hands!
Blind you with your... Anything in armor is all mine! Elusive deity! Pile driver! Switch off!
Radiant pierce!
I'll blind you with a shot!
Never again!
Annihilation! It's time to finish this! Die! Consuming wildfire!
Benediction light.
Win!
Healing
Take
circle!
this!
Sovereign win!
Forgive me.
Stardust!
My fault.
From beyond, imbue this vanquished
Eat this!
soul with life!
I never miss!
Resuscitation!
Win! Stardust! Here I come! No escape!
Lunar
No
correction!
escape!
I may have bit off more than I could chew. Here, let me help.
Sovereign win! Stardust! You're mine! No escape!
Reload! Here's the healing arm!
Win!
Radiant blood!
Stardust!
Elusive
You're
deity!
mine!
I'm
No
impressed.
escape!
Back into the footing!
Crescent flash!
Will this help? On guard! Healing
Win!
circle!
Win! Hold nothing back!
Me all alone here.
No! Can't end here!
It appears the end is nigh.
Crescent moon!
Blood.
Rending to... Resonate with the...
Do you require a hand?
Rending you apart! Bloody hell! Glacial fire! Stalagma...
This is some punishment?
Here goes! Fall back! I'll hold them off!
Finally. If only we could have flown.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen,
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention. Engine.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth is all sandy.
Hootle, don't get blown away, okay?
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Saar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right?
No.
Sure.
really now.
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to...
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any...
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so...
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Out of our way! Flame of fury!
Eagle Ray! Wind! Dragon Form!
Lunar corruption! Gemini Aqua!
I'm not done!
Hear me! Flame of
Wind!
fury!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Wind!
Do it!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
And I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Forgive you!
Beckett is the everlasting darkness.
It's in the sky, it's mine!
On your knees.
Here goes! Lunar
Airborne
corruption!
blast! Come one, come all! Feathery wind! Pesky airborne scoundrel!
Frozen?
Hammer! Too back! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
Tiger Blade! Lion Power!
Strike!
Searing
Point
Blade!
blank!
Reload!
Burn!
And now to back into the fray!
Your blade moves like...
Tiger Blade!
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
Nicely done.
What's this thing?
Let's dispose of the trash.
This one's mine!
Blood! Rending you apart! I'll smash you! Bloody holiday! Wind! Down! Stalagmite!
Do it! Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done!
We got flyers!
I'm done!
You've got a knack for battle.
He's still playing. All yours!
Take this! You're mine! Wind!
I'm ready! Go, Halim!
All yours, Kisara!
Well! Looky here!
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Where are you going?
It's on!
Take this!
Lunar going in!
Elusive
Lunar
deity! Rotating fire driver!
Void Blast!
Begin!
Take this!
Gemini Alpha!
Ready and ready!
Going in!
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
Keep training.
You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to restraint.
Sometimes I believe you're...
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
No choice. Severing Wind!
Confiscated! Here I go! And
Void
again!
Blast! Strike! You're mine!
Art Seal!
With precision like that, I'm glad you're not on the other side.
Likewise, for you
Leave the
and your
enemy's
shield.
art to me!
Best to stay in one another's good graces.
I'm ready! Strike!
Mega Ray! Gemini Alpha! Demon Flame! Reload!
Severing Wind!
Tiger, make it rain! One more! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble! I feel sprightlier than before.
I hate camping out.
I'm impressed how well balanced this thing is.
Marksman handle this. Where are you going? If it's in the sky, it's mine. There, not in your dreams. Crosscut field.
It's on!
Pierce it, make it rain!
Like moths to the flame.
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Win!
Make it rain!
I'm not done!
Stalagmite!
Severing wind! Void flash!
I'm ready!
Bloody escape!
Glacial
Win!
Stalagmite!
Take this!
Make it rain!
No escape!
That's what I like to hear.
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow! Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
Kid, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
This shall suffice. Please, everyone, have as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Good night. I want to go back to bed.
Courteous, aren't you?
This one's mine. Let the marksman handle this. Lunar corruption. Here goes. Tiger blade. Where are you going?
I'm ready!
Dohalim!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Spread! Glacial Spear! Here's evil!
You picked the wrong fight!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Do it!
Slice! You're mine! I'm not done!
My fists are crushing it out there!
Discourteous, aren't you?
You want me? Come get me!
Constantine!
Look sharp!
Eagle Ray!
On guard!
Mega
Severing
Ray!
wind! Void blast!
Going in!
You're
Here goes! Reload!
strike!
Look sharp!
You're mine!
Reload!
Look sharp!
Go!
This one! I think we can get through this.
Don't let up!
We'll soon see about
Make it
that!
rain!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Severing wind! Try harder!
Bloody
Look sharp!
Void blast! Slice! Strike!
I'm ready!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you.
Get lost!
Going in!
In a bind!
Fury!
Look
Burning
sharp!
strike!
Glacial Spear!
Here's evil!
Do it! Move! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Radiant spear!
Glacial!
I wonder if... we can make new weapons with this.
An opponent like this should be easy.
I never miss! Let the marksman handle
Going
this!
in!
Not today!
Tiger Ray!
Severing wind!
Lion Howl!
Slice! Damn
Do it! Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Void blast!
I think the enemy's getting desperate.
Got them where we want them.
Don't take your hand up.
These little ones are hardly...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Where are you going? On guard!
Don't worry, I've got
You
plenty to
picked the
go
wrong
around.
fight! Severing wind!
Annihilator blade! Mega ray!
You're mine!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
Severing wind!
Prepare to be seized, though fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing! Here's evil!
This one's mine!
Finish!
Freeze
Here I
laser!
come! Strike! Severing wind!
Make it rain!
Slice!
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
No choice!
Far enough!
Take this!
Aw, too shy to come over!
Severing wind!
Here, let me help!
Void blast! You're mine!
Glacial fire!
Mega ray!
You're mine! It's on! You're finished!
Shadows!
You picked the wrong fight!
Aw, too shy to come
Severing
over!
wind!
Here, let
Void
me help!
blast!
This one's
You're
mine!
mine!
I'm ready!
Stardust!
Dohalim!
All yours, Kisara!
We did it!
Magnificently done.
On your knees! I'll take you all off! Dragon
This
Form!
one's mine!
Here I come!
This
Severing wind!
one's mine! Make it rain!
Hear my call! Spread!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
I think Hootle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
Most likely because it would be
Let's dispose of the trash.
This one's mine!
Win!
The Tempest engulfs you!
Void Flash!
Blaze on fire!
You're mine!
With blackened blade!
It's over!
Stay calm.
Dragon Form!
Flaming meteor!
Here I come!
Critical!
No escape! Win!
Tiger blade!
Damn it! It's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
I never miss!
Look sharp!
You're stronger than any Renan soldier I've ever met.
They don't just let anybody have a place in the Royal Guard.
Indeed.
Make it rain!
So I see.
Kisara, frozen!
Hammer!
Well, looky here.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Excited. Go!
Severing wind!
Negative gate!
Void flash! On your strike! Take this!
This one's
Void
mine!
flash!
Here!
Rending you on strike!
Water! Here you go!
Free!
What can they keep us still?
Sia, can you take care of
Do
this?
it! No sooner said than done! Toasty!
Burn strike!
Reflect on thy sin.
None!
They smite with blackened blade! Over so soon? Discourteous, aren't you?
Annihilation!
Elusive deity!
What?
Severing wind!
Annihilation! Crescent moon!
Strike!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
How about this? Look sharp! Wind!
I'll save you! No further!
This one! This! Take this!
This one's
Severing
mine!
wind! Void flash!
This one's mine! Let the marksman handle
Burn!
this! Tiger blade! This one's mine!
I
Ryan
carve
Cowl!
through armor! Piercing
Severing
wind!
Searing
Strike!
on guard!
Void flash!
Plenty left!
Take this!
Tiger blade!
It's
I'm the
over!
best! Crescent moon! One
Blue
has
escape!
Annihilation!
The tempest engulfs you! A scream bathed in
Wind! Void flash!
Searing blade! Tiger blade!
You're mine!
Smell is
I'm not done!
Piercing the shadows!
Here I come!
catapult!
Mega ray! Warren up! Mega ray!
Ready and charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Not today!
Tiger blade!
You're helping me become a paladin.
Severing wind!
For the good of all of us.
Is it now?
Annihilation!
Strike!
Mega
Here I
ray!
come!
A thrilling performance.
I'll heal you all!
This is looking good!
Let the marksman handle this!
I can carve through armor! It's over.
Where are you going?
I'm ready!
Hold on! Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's a bit much.
Alphen had better stay on his toes.
Here, let me help.
It's time.
First aid!
Now I can let loose.
Going in.
Strike! Bloody howling! Force
Target
blast!
blade.
Take
Over
this!
the top spear.
You're finished!
Let the rain.
Severing wind! Come one, come all!
Going in.
Wind!
Searing flame.
Force blast! I'm
Ready
ready!
to go.
Kizara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix
Cyclone! Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
Searing flame.
Force blast!
Make it rain.
Execute!
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zeugles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zeugle, this just might be paradise.
Great! That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Everyone hanging in there?
No choice!
Crescent
No further!
Reload.
Burn!
Undone. Aw, suicide.
Severing wind!
Here.
Force blast!
Fury.
I'll smash you!
Crescent
Their
Real
arms were
flame
interrupted.
Let's keep up the pressure.
Escape!
Crescent
Force
Healing
blast!
circle.
I can...
Severing wind!
Going in.
Force blast! Strike! Here I come! It's over!
Switch off.
I feel kind of funny.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
Now I can let loose!
Blade. Crescent
Not today!
Tiger Blade.
See what I can do!
Start up!
I'm great.
This one's mine.
Take this! Begin!
Tiger Blade.
Time
to melt.
Forgive me.
You'll pay for that!
Freeze laser. The power of light.
Dragon's
I'm
Form!
ready to go.
No! It can't end here!
I'm time to die. Death's abyss. This one's mine. I'll heal you all.
No rest for the wicked.
Light up the dark. Healing down. You're all beyond.
Indeed, it's vanquished
And just like that, I'm back in it.
Start by holding the front line.
No sooner said than done.
Shattering Tiger Blade.
It's over!
This one's mine.
Take this! Prepare to be sealed! It's over!
Burn up.
In a vine?
Time to let it rip!
I'm ready. Ringwell.
Frozen?
Hammer.
So I still had room to grow.
We should be able to cook here.
There's something in the water.
Gotta break through!
Blade. I'm ready. Here goes. This one's mine.
This one's all mine!
Blaze on fire. Let me help. First aid.
Rising light! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Benediction light.
First aid. Going in.
Another incantation ruined.
Severing wind! Void blast! Strike! Strike!
It's over!
Should do it! Can you take it? Elusive deity! Ready and ready!
Healing circle!
I'm grateful.
How about this?
Did you just heal me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right.
Getting Gale Driver! Void Blast!
Tiger Blade!
Everlasting darkness! Negative gate!
Back into the fray!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara.
Forward sky is mine! Healing circle!
Appreciate the help! Elusive deity! Tornado Drive!
I never miss!
I don't feel so
In a
hot.
vine!
You should sit this one out there.
And miss all the fun? No way.
Burn! I'll try you with a shot!
Time to let it rip.
Severing Wing!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Water, hear my call! Spread! Glacial Spear, here's evil! Free Blazer! I may have bit off more than I can chew. Glacial Spear, here's evil!
Wind!
Free Blazer!
Strike! Void Blast! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Did we really just spend that much money?
heal you all!
I'll take you all on!
Healing circle! Not on my watch! Tiger Blade! Lion Howl!
Rotating pile driver.
Voice Flash!
Lunar
Strike!
Can you take it?
Here I come!
This one's mine!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
You're finished! All yours!
Tiger
We're
Blade!
dead!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling. An astral
That's my cue!
Shut him down! Voice Flash! You're
I'm
mine!
ready! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
We're in good form!
Do my best!
I never miss!
Elusive deity in a bind!
Severing wind!
Lunar Corruption!
Strike! Void Flash!
Tiger Blade!
Here I come! Strike!
The tide of battle has turned in our favor.
Then let's keep pressing the attack!
Indeed, but remain ever vigilant.
Blood here!
No escape! Severing wind!
Here's the evil!
Strike!
Resonate with the earth!
Void
Do it!
Flash!
Wriggle up! Frozen!
Hammer!
Rush out!
Ignite!
Reload!
Tiger Blade!
Looks like we won.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
Severing wind!
Reload!
Can you take it? Forward flash!
Tiger Blade! Here I confiscated! Go!
Take this!
Mega Ray! I'm
On
all
your
shot!
strike! Air pressure! Take this!
Ye airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly!
It's part of the Renin stuff.
Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Think we overdid it?
Not by a long shot.
Blade fire! You're going pretty hard in this battle.
I am not usually given to
This
restraint.
one's mine!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the crumbling to me!
Locked and ready!
Start up! You're finished! Take this!
Annihilation!
This one's all mine! Strike! Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Nicely done.
Who?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry? Let's see what you've got.
I never miss!
You want me? Come
Not
get
in
me!
your dreams!
We're going in!
I'll smash you!
Healing circle!
Alright.
Flame of fury!
Point flash!
Glacial Rage! Here's Ringwell! Frozen!
Hammer!
Glacial Spear! Here's the Evo! Switch to offense!
Wind! Pile driver!
Searing
Strike!
Reload! Mega Ray!
Wind! Point flash! Strike!
Here's a healing
You're
arm!
mine! Mulligan!
This one's mine!
Severing wind! Point flash!
Is there no way out?
Here I come!
Right up the road! Healing circle! Ready to go!
You picked the wrong fight! Can't get out of this!
Searing Blade! Reload! Where are you going? Ready up rear! Tiger Blade!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare the Malisa!
Crescent move! Tiger Blade!
Severing wind!
Lion Power!
Strike!
By the power of
Point
water!
flash! I'll smash you!
Glacial
It's over!
I'm out of
I'll
ammo!
face you!
I'm all shot up! Hear me! Flame of
Severing
fire!
wind!
Far
This one
enough!
keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get
Severing
behind
wind!
me!
Done! I'll leave it to you!
Lion
Point
Power!
flash! You're my burn!
Lightning! Downfall!
You're mine! I'm not done! Stun up! Point flash! Strike!
Lunar Corruption!
Point flash!
Gemini Aqua!
You're finished!
Leave the enemy's arc to me.
Gemini
No
Aqua!
complaints here!
Confiscated!
I'll smash you!
My head's spinning just one.
Severing wind! I'm ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Is there a reason you're looking at me so intently?
Shion's kind of turned into the local fashion critic in our group.
So this is what lords like you wear. Certainly looks the part. I can tell at a glance what high quality everything is.
It's not often Shion's that impressed. You wear a lot of rings too, don't you?
They were cheaply, or so I was told.
What's your definition of cheap, exactly?
I believe it was around 100 to 200,000 gold.
What? If my wolf head cost 10 gold, then that'd mean... Holy crap! They cost 1,000 times more?!
10,000 times more.
If he sold those things off, I bet he could build a damn mansion with them.
At the very least, he'd never go hungry the rest of his life.
You're all beginning to sound alarmingly interested in my rings.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Fire Master core.
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Fire Master Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
This flavor? Why, it rivals the cooking of my own chefs in the palace.
Dohalim, care if I hang out for a while?
We'd best get ready for tomorrow. Shall we get moving?
Gotta break through!
Hear me! Flame and sword! Just go in line!
Wind! Void blast!
Lunar corruption!
Kick it!
This one's mine! Time to shine!
This one's all mine! Ignite!
You can't get out of this!
Glacial fire! Gemini Alpha!
You're mine!
Take resonate with the earth!
Let's keep up the rush!
Force Flash! You're mine!
Air pressure!
Tiger Blade!
Stalagmite!
By the power of water! Gemini Alpha! Arch Steel! Tiger Blade!
Try not to chase fruitless endeavors.
Do my best!
Going in!
Severing Wind! Wind!
You apart!
Void Flash! Strike!
Bloody howling! On your knees! I'll smash you!
Healing Circle!
Lion Power! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Going in!
Severing Wind! This one's all mine! Burn in hell!
Hear me! Tiger Shine! Glacial
Void Flash!
Powered up!
Rotating
Dragon Force! Severing Wind!
Sighted!
Piercing Roar!
Where are
Resonate with
you
the
going?
earth! Prepare to be sealed! Rending you apart!
Severing Wind! Strike!
Bloody
This
howling!
one's all mine! Burn in hell!
No further!
Searing Flame! Hear
You're
me!
mine!
Fury!
I'm not
Tiger
done!
Blade! Water! Hear my
Void
voice!
Flash! Strike!
Red!
Try harder! Severing Wind! Rising Light! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light!
Glacial Fire! Tiger Blade!
Strike!
No! Hear my call!
Can't end here!
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Here's the
From
evil!
beyond, imbue this
Freeze
vanquished
Laser!
soul with love. Resuscitation.
Flaming Meteor!
Incantation ruin.
Save you!
Not done yet!
Leave the
The
charge!
enemy wields arts too.
Nothing to see about that! I'm on the...
Benediction light.
Here I go! Here! Back into the flame!
Denied!
Going in!
I'm ready! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone! That firepower of yours is really something.
I could say the same.
No choice!
Look sharp! Here, let me help!
Flaming Meteor!
Crescent Moon!
Strike! Void Flash!
Lightning! Downfall!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me
In a
help.
bind.
The power of light! I never miss!
Shattering the pieces. Set from the wind.
Void Flash!
Reflecting
Strike!
Annihilation!
Take this!
Magna Ray!
Severing Wind!
Annihilation!
Dragon Swarm!
Searing
Now
Flame!
you see what I can do. Our arts are being interrupted.
Piercing Roar!
Death from the wind.
Strike!
Water!
Shield and haste!
Benediction light.
Hear me! Freedom Fury! Burning!
Piercing! I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Benediction light.
Severing Wind! Void Flash!
Healing Circle!
I owe you one!
Here! This
Pistol!
Florida!
Switch to offense!
Not today! Severing wind!
Elusive
Void
deity!
flash! Strike! Here I come!
Tornado drive!
Dragon form!
Recover!
I owe you one.
Anything in armor is all mine!
Smite with black
Shield!
Wind!
Lunar corruption!
Forcing
Flash!
roar!
Lunar flash! Back
Take
into the
this!
fray!
It's over!
Phoenix
You're
flare!
mine!
Another incantation ruin.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
It's time.
First aid!
Take this.
Now I can let loose.
Here I go! Where are you going?
Air pressure.
Here, let me help. First aid! Lunar corruption!
It's on!
Gemini Aqua!
I can carve through armor!
It's too much!
Make it rain! Shion! Go for it! Prepare to crumble!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Out of my way!
A scream bathed in
This
blood.
one's mine!
Ignite!
Bloody
Tiger blade!
Now I can let loose!
Piercing blade!
Here I come! Strike! Stardust!
I'm ready! Law! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life! Scream bathed in blood.
This one's mine!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Discourteous, aren't you?
This one's mine!
How
about
Hear my call!
Dragon form!
Time to eat!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Did it!
Yeah! Nice technique!
You're mine!
This one's mine!
You're finished!
That's a pretty fancy skill there.
All the better to protect you with, my dear.
Then I'll leave the front line to you.